Alright guys, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of The Let Out. It's Bree and March here with episode, what is it, Bree? 6?
Yeah, I think it's 6.
We're on episode 6. Before we get started on the episode, I do want to say 6K. I'm excited. That's one news. Number 2.
Oh yeah, I started a YouTube channel.
Bree's got a channel now.
I still gotta work out some things, but I did start it.
And it will be linked below. So let's get it. So you guys already know what we're about to let out and get out. Cardi and Nicki.
Yeah.
We got some of our friends in the house. What's up, y'all? What's up?
Where's the energy?
Where's the energy?
What's up?
This KJ was good.
Everything will be linked below. Social media. We got Richie. Richie's got a YouTube channel. Lisa's here. So, all right, guys. As everybody's already seen this whole Nicki Cardi thing, what do you guys feel about that? Like, Bree, I always like to kick it off with you. Like, what do you think about that? Honestly, kicking it off into like what's been going on. Like, do you think that this was the right time and place? Like, we already know what's been going on with them. Do you think this was the right time and place for Cardi to let it out?
I mean, of course not. It's not the right time and place. I mean, at the end of the day, like, I have no problem with Cardi going at Nicki. It's just like, why would you do it at that time and place? Like, that's just like, first of all, that just makes black people look bad, honestly. Yeah. And then on top of that, it's just like I don't know, like if you're gonna run up on her at the club or something.
Yeah,
like,
I've seen a lot of posts about that.
All right, like I can see, but like, come on,
I've seen a lot of posts about that where they were saying like, oh, Cardi, you chose to ran up on her when you knew there was gonna be security. So it's like Nicki's standing behind security. Everybody's like, oh, Nicki didn't act out. It's like, yo, I'm behind security. Like, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Like. So how do y'all feel about it? KJ, how do you feel about it?
I feel like there's always going to be security with them regardless. But I feel like I can understand both perspectives on it. Like, I feel like Nicki Minaj wasn't really trying to fire her because it's like a big scene type shit or whatever. And Cardi B just doesn't give a fuck. Like, she's young. She's from the Bronx. And she's going to do what she wants to do. So.
You know, let me ask you this, because a lot of people I seen like posting also on like Facebook and everything, and they were like, oh, Cardi B's so ratchet, but it's like, yo, this is who she's been being. Like, she's
hot-headed. Like, she's gonna do what she wants. Nobody's gonna tell her what she can, what she can't do.
So, do you feel like Nicki is about that? Like, a lot of people were saying that, like, oh, Nicki was doing it for all talk. Like, do you feel like Nicki's really about that life, but she's past it, or Nicki was never about that life, and Cardi is?
I mean, I definitely know Nicki's not about that life. I never thought Nicki was about that life. She doesn't even come off that way. Like, she might come off, she comes off like that girl that's loud, that's always saying something, but like, she don't come off that girl that's like, oh, for real, after school, we fighting. Like, it's just like, you mad? Like, she seems like that girl that's, like, she seems like a Takashi, like, she's gonna troll you. Like, she's gonna get you mad, where she's like, oh, you wanna hit me? Like, oh, you're mad? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just never viewed Nicki to be about that life, honestly. But the thing with Cardi is, I feel it's just like, okay, yeah, you're ratchet and all. That's cool. But it's like, you gotta either choose, do you want to be this hood rat girl your whole life? Or do you want to be a superstar? Because you can't do both.
You can't do both.
Like, you can't do both. Like, don't get me wrong. There's a lot of rappers that really be out here fighting and stuff, like, that's cool, but they also don't do it at a freaking, what was that, New
York Fashion Week.
That was
Cardi's first event there.
Come on, there's mad
That's not tickets you paid to get. Like, you're invited there. That was Cardi's first time there. Like,
there's mad rappers that beef all the time, that fight each other, that kill each other, that shoot at each other. That happens all the time, but it's not at that place. And at the same time, the rappers that actually do get into that, they're not superstars. Like, it's expected. It's a difference between. Not even saying expected.
I would say it is.
Nah, I wouldn't say.
But like,
but I would say, like, there's a difference between being a celebrity and being a superstar. If you want to sit here and tour across seas and get Grammys and all that. Like,
but I feel like Cardi's never fronted for that. Like, Cardi's always had her like ratchet bougie side. I don't think that Cardi's ever fronted.
But I'm not saying fronted. But I'm saying if she wants to be that, if she wants Nicki's spot that she has to.
But I also don't feel like Cardi's ever tried to have Nicki's spot. To be honest,
if she's not the winner, she ain't.
I don't think that Cardi's. I think that Cardi's really just trying to make moves out here. I don't think that, and I fuck with Cardi and Nicki. Don't get it twisted. I fuck with both of them, but me personally, and this is just my opinion. I don't think that Cardi's trying to come for Nicki's spot. I think that it just.
But you're not taking what I'm saying. What I mean. So I'm not meaning technically Nicki Minaj's spot, but I mean, if you want to be the top female rapper in the game, if you want to be at that top spot, you can't carry yourself the same you would if you was some kid in the Bronx. That's two different levels. So let me bring it back a little bit. You have to level up mentally.
Let me bring it back a little bit. So I was watching a lot of things on Facebook, and a lot of the clips were saying how Cardi B was like, oh, you talk about let that be the last time you talk about my kid. You talk that was her main focus. So a lot of people were Nicki fans versus Cardi fans were talking about it, but it came out and I was reading it and a lot of Cardi fans were that wasn't her, quick to judge it. But that whole, did you guys see how she went at a fan for her fan's dead kid?
Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, I'm gonna link the picture if you guys haven't seen it. I'm gonna link it on the podcast. But Cardi basically comes at a fan and says, "That's why your son died, bitch, because you fucked up as bitch. Maybe if you pay attention." And then she said, worrying about the wrong with other bitches, he probably would have made it stupid. Oh, wait, stop doing drugs and maybe your monkey would have been been alive. Wow. So, people, but wait. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, again, I'm just bringing it to the table. I fuck with both artists. I think they're both in the wrong. They both need to stop beefing and make money. But at the end of the day, if Cardi's going to sit here and say that it's because Nicki Minaj didn't post nothing, but she liked the comment, and you posting on a fan, no matter what the case may be, you posting that, you don't have a right to come at or even bring it up. You have a right to be mad at whatever else y'all beefing with, but don't bring up your kid when you coming at somebody's dead child. And that's just all facts. I just feel personally, you have a right to come at Nicki for whatever else y'all beef have, but don't say, oh, don't bring up my kid when you bringing up kids. It's kind of like a contradiction. You can't talk about my kid, but I could talk about this low blows kid.
Right. I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like they both contradict themselves.
They do.
All the time. So it's just it's whatever. Of course, mad people be like, oh, I can say whatever I want, but you can't say what you want. So I mean, it's the same way.
Have that mindset.
I can talk my shit.
But with them, Cardi's trying to focus it now on her kid. I feel if you read her post that she posted on Instagram, but my kid is the last straw, okay, that's not the last straw because you're posting about other people's kid. Own the beef for what it is. My thing is you wanna come at Nicki, boom. That's all fair and game. You do what you feel like you gotta do, but own the beef for what it is. Don't bring your kid into it. If you talking about other people's kids, leave that out of it because that's no longer beef because you're doing the same thing. Mm-hmm. If that's the case, don't sit here and say that you threw your shoe and you came at Nicki because she came at your kid. No, come on now. You're a celebrity. Mad people are gonna come at your kid. Mad other people are liking that comment. You mean because Nicki liked it, so you're gonna show off at a fashion award
and embarrass yourself? It's more than that. It's more so than just the kid. I feel it's just a whole bunch of shit. People
right, but you don't do it there. Both. You don't do it there.
So they're trying to that's just that tension that's just rising between both of them because you got mad people in your ear type shit.
But you don't do it there. Nicki was ready to do.
But I also seen a post where they said that Cardi, the reason, I don't know if this is true, but the reason she acted is because somebody nudged her from behind and that's how
that too. But
that's not.
And then I also seen that the gash on her head was from security guard or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, you come up with 1,000,001 stories, but nothing.
That knot on her head.
Well, there's two things. Either people are saying either Ra Ali, Ra was with Nicki, and either she hit her because she was trying. A lot of people are saying that, but then there's also on TMZ and the Shade Room saying that it was a security guard trying to get him out the way and they're elbow hit her. Yeah.
But my thing is you also gotta think come on. Nicki is not about to fight you. Her face, her body, that's her brand. She's not about to fight you. Just what if Cardi had a performance the next day, had a photo shoot the next day? She about to show up there with a big ass knot on her face.
Right,
come on, I'm not about to stop my bag. My face, my body, that's my brand. That's how I make my money.
Right.
I'm not about to stop that for you because you're mad.
She got a whole MAC collection coming out.
Because at the end of the day, at the end of the day, y'all can beef all y'all want. I feel like they would be doper if they just put together.
No, me too. They collaborated.
That would be dope. Fire. Y'all seen Drake and Meek Mill. That's a powerful moment. We need that. If they did that, that would be. If they did that, like, that shit would be so dope. Like, come on now.
It's gonna take a while before
that. Don't do that. It definitely is.
It's too fresh right now.
But it's like, I don't know. Like, I just don't see why Cardi had to take it to that level.
But, and a lot of people were saying, like, oh, Nicki's a punk ass bitch for not saying nothing. But it's kind of like, you mean to tell me that Nicki Minaj is, you see her in the video, like, the security grabbed her off rip. Like, so she had 2 security guards. You mean to tell me either A, I'm going to sit here and act pretty and classy, or B, I'm going to get ratchet for no reason because these security guards are holding me back regardless. Right. So even if I do try to show out and be boo-boo, like even try to do anything, I know I'm not going to do nothing. So I might as well just sit here. She was like, I'm right here. Like, at the end of the day, like, you really never know what either of their intentions were. But you ever look at the comments, like, people be going in. Like, if you ever look at the comments, super hard. Fan base, they be like, they were just like going at Riley. They were like, you whack ass, da-da-da-da-da, you little, like.
Also, I've seen people post that video when Nicki was like, on site. Oh,
I didn't see that.
But I'm like, first of all, if I'm not mistaken, that video wasn't even for Cardi. That video was for Jessica Dime. She's another love and hip hop star. If I'm not mistaken, I'm not 100% sure, but I think that was for her. And even then,
like, always beefing with love and hip hop stars.
But even then, like, come on, like,
not gonna lie,
Nicki just seems like the type where it's like, I'm not fight you, but I got a bunch of girls that's gonna fight you. Right. Like, you could just like,
but that is also kind of relates to what people were saying. Then it kind of relates to the whole all talk. Like,
cause she knows she can't be on no buck shit. Like Cardi B, like she got too much to lose.
No, that's but I got people to do it for me. Yeah, and not even that, but not even that. Like, think of and honestly, people's like, oh, that's weak. No, that's bullshit.
Yeah,
do you think the head person of a mob is out here killing people? No, he got people to handle that. Like, when you a boss, you don't have to do the dirty work. You got people to do it for you. So at the end of the day, like, you can say whatever you want, like, whether if Nicki would have fought her or not, like, she doesn't have to. She got people that will fuck her up for her. But Cardi really
didn't have, like, wasn't going nobody. What? A lot of people, because a lot of people was like, where was her sister? Where was Offset? Where was, like, all these other people? I don't
care about that. She just want to fight. Like,
well,
that just goes to show she really don't give a fuck.
No, she doesn't. But and it just also makes you wonder, like, how far can her career really go?
Right. Yeah, and it's like also that. It just shows us like how much Nicki is getting to her.
But
like,
Nicki, that's why Nicki was saying pretty, because she's like, I really got you riled up like this.
Yeah, I really feel like Nicki did that on purpose. I feel like that's what Nicki wanted her to do. She wanted you to react that way.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, they both got each other bothered. Like, neither of them is sitting here pretty, like, not unbothered. Right. Nicki is bothered. Mm-hmm. She just goes about it a different way. Right. And Cardi is bothered. Obviously, if you're gonna sit here and attack her, you're bothered. So they're both bothered.
Especially at an event like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, one thing I will sit here and say is I do think that they're both, like, talented, but I do think that if Cardi really wants to sit here and make any type of moves, even if you're not here to take somebody's throne, if you want to make any types of move, bitch, you got to start moving differently, because like, this shit ain't no joke. Like, weren't you saying when we were saying, or no, it was you. It was one of you saying that, like, one of the, like, fans, like, just for fun were, like, calling like DSS on, like, Cardi and stuff like that. It's like, you kind of got to move a little differently now, especially if you really want to make moves in this industry. Like, it's not getting no easier.
And on top of that, it's just like, I get why Nicki feels some type of way when anybody even mentions Cardi in the same, like, breath as her. Because, like, at the end of the day, Nicki's been in the game 10 plus years. Like, until you do that, Cardi, you had one great year. Nobody can take that away from you. Like, you. But did Cardi, like, did Cardi ever try to come for Nicki? What started the beef? Like, I honestly don't know. Honestly, I feel like it was a lot of, like, people just putting them against each other.
But did Cardi ever? But did Cardi ever, like, did they ever come for each other to a point where it's like, no, I really? It's just like competition. It's competition. It's like her team is like, oh, I heard Cardi said this. Like, it's just people in your ear, and then like it just goes, and then the fans are like, of course, like, you know, but like. You know what's crazy is no bullshit. Like, for somebody, like, we love music. It's crazy because it's like, yo, I fuck with both of them. So, like, as entertaining as this shit is, like, I would love for them to come together and do some music. Like, I think they would be dope collaborating together. Like, I think eventually it may happen. Honestly,
I think
yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
Well,
just,
I
like,
don't know.
just like make it Drake, it'll happen.
I think it's gonna be harder because it's harder for females, but I think it will.
I feel like
they're not going nowhere. Neither of them are going nowhere.
Yeah, it'll be a little longer. But
I don't see it happening. Honestly,
why?
I don't. If she can't do it with Kim, why can't she do it
that's
with
true.
Cardi after Cardi attacked her?
That's true.
Like, come on.
You never know. She may get to a point where she
And-
really wants some publicity or some shit.
Yeah,
Like, she
if
might
If
be
anything,
able to-
I feel like she should have been done it with Kim because at the end of the day, Nicki looked up to Kim. So if she can't make up with somebody that she looked up to,
But
why is
Kim's
she gonna
not
look at
as
somebody that
popular
she
right now.
feels like is like?
Kim's not as popular right now. She's not as popular as she used to be. Cardi's popping just as much as Nicki is, so Nicki will probably have to do that. At
Well,
one point.
but that's
Both of them
if
will have
Cardi
to
stays
for a
popular.
business move.
I definitely think that they
For a
both
business
gonna have
move?
they
They're
both
gonna
gonna have
have
to
to
do
at
some
one
shit
point.
for business.
It's
moves.
gonna be like
It's
forced
gonna just
upon
be
them.
business.
It's gonna be forced upon
But
them.
you never know that because I feel like, to be honest, I feel like Nicki and Cardi versus Nicki and whoever else wouldn't have made more popular business moves. So I feel like they're going to be forced to, like, if anything, talking about business moves, I think they're going to have more business moves together. So if anything, like, that's how they're going to, like...
That's saying Cardi's going to stay on top. Like I was saying, Cardi had a great year, but there's a lot of people that had great years and we don't know where they are.
True.
That's true.
There's people that had great years and we don't know. Where's Katy Perry? Like, what happened to her?
Oh, that's so
like, there's
true.
so many people. You can have a great year, you can break records, but until you're in the game 10 years strong and people are still talking about your name, I don't want to hear it. Like,
no, you're...
I hope that Cardi gets to that point where she could be like, yo, I'm a legend.
But where it's heading right now, especially
but,
Cardi's name has been in the highlights for, like, a lot of, like, the thing you were saying with the girls in the club.
Yeah, she's been
like,
on a lot of
she's
bad
been
press.
on a lot of bad press, like, to a point where it's like, okay, like, how much moves can you really make?
She gotta separate that
doing shit that she's doing now. Like,
she's not.
That's what I'm saying.
And it doesn't make it easier that she got a kid
if
now.
she does not level up mentally, I don't know how far
separating.
she's gonna go. Like,
True.
at the end of the day, and
Because I feel like the way she...
and don't get me wrong, a part of the reason why she is where she is just because her personality is because she's ratchet and she's raw and everything. But like, there's also a thing that is trends. Trends is people like that right now. That's also why 6ix9ine is popping right now because they like that he's out there.
I don't think 6ix9ine could be lit in 20 years from now.
Right, but I'm saying like, but what happens when people's just like, oh, we're over that. We don't want that anymore. Like trends change, so it's like, what if one day everybody just starts turning on her like, oh, she's too ratchet. I don't like it anymore.
Yeah,
like, you know what I mean? Then what? And she makes good music, but at the end of the day,
the thing is I think that if that's what I'm saying, like right now that's where she's at. But I think that if she really got her mind right, then she could really sit here like, yo, she could really be an actress. She could really like sit here and transform her talents into so many different things. But if she don't get her mind right, I don't think that her career is gonna like last.
I feel like she has to mature.
Yeah, she does.
You
because
gotta give it time too, because she just started out. Like she's fairly new. So
she is.
Yeah, it's like,
and I think that for being fairly new, she does got a lot of attention. She got a lot of like people looking up to her. Everything.
Just in that 1 year, like that's big. She blew up fast.
And and I do think she kind of does got like a good little team on her back, like making sure that she like kind of does like this kind of music. All right, switch it up, do a little bit of this kind of music. Like she just got to get that temper down, like that attitude, that
maturity has
that
to
maturity.
Change. Because me personally,
tell her why she got it.
If she's still acting like that in 5 years, like that's gonna be a turn off for me. Like it's just like
it's like all right.
Like just like I want to mature as a person, I want to see somebody I look up to like, mature to. If you can't, it's like I don't know.
All right, y'all. So as we end it, Bree, what's your final thoughts about this whole Nicki Minaj Cardi situation?
At the end of it, neither of them won anything, and like I don't know. They're both wrong. They both done their wrongs. Like, nobody can play victim when they both done shit. And, like, Cardi's talking about subbing, but Cardi subs, too. So, like, come on. There's a lot of videos that we sit here and we know you're talking about Nicki. And she kind of started the subbing, too, honestly. But, I don't know. What was the point of it, I guess?
Okay. What you thinking?
Like Bree said, none of them won nothing. They didn't win shit. Nicki is trying to act like she like is up on top, like she won, like she's up ahead or whatever. But nah, y'all both did wrong. Cardi looks like the bad guy, the big bad wolf, but in reality, they both the big bad wolf. So it's gonna keep on going unless somebody fucking is like, all right, I'm done, I'm over it, let's make up.
Yeah. But wait, if they are gonna like beef anymore, I just want to hear some good like diss tracks.
Right.
I'm good. I'm down for some diss tracks.
Right,
but if you ain't got nothing else, it's like shut up. If you ain't got no good diss tracks, if y'all ain't got no tea that I don't know about one of another,
right. At least Drake and me did that. They gave us diss tracks.
They gave us some information like, oh, I didn't know that.
They did.
Right.
KJ, what's your final thoughts?
My final thoughts is I feel like it was bound to happen, so I'm not really surprised of like what really took place. But yeah, I feel like they definitely should drop some tracks on some shit.
Oh yeah.
See who's doing it lyrically, because they can say that Cardi don't write her own shit. So,
yeah.
I mean, that might be the reason why.
Okay.
So.
Leave it in here much. You got anything to say, girl?
I'm just gonna say that you can't choose a side. I love them both, but like Alexis and Bree said, they're both in the wrong, but I can't choose a side in this beef. And I hope they end this beef because I don't feel like it's necessary.
And so as for me, honestly, I just feel like they do need to end this beef. They need to make money together. It's not that serious. Y'all both can't come to a valid reason why they both beefing with each other. Get the diss tracks out and then start making music together. Let's get it. It's the Let Out episode 6. Follow Bree's YouTube, y'all. She's going to be posting videos, so stay tuned. We're excited. And we're about to be lit on Periscope, so y'all need to start following shit. It's the Let Out episode 6. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Hey.